Hello, let's discuss now the prokaryotic cell. This is for class 11 and I am taking this chapter from NCERT book. The prokaryotic cell, you know that this is the primitive cells and many bacterial cells are coming under prokaryotic cells, and these are mostly unicellular cells. Okay. Here I have written about the characteristics of prokaryotic cells. The prokaryotes, 1 minute. Okay. The prokaryotic cells are unicellular primitive cells. Unicellular means here I have told this is the single cell, consists of single cell. Okay, and primitive means these are a very simple form of cell. These are not complex. An example is here bacteria, blue-green algae. Blue-green algae are the cyanobacteria which can prepare their own food because they contain chlorophyll. Mycoplasma, it is one of the fungi, but this is prokaryotes, etc. And here the second point is the organization of prokaryotic cells are same, though their shape and functions are different. It means all the prokaryotic cells consist of similar organization. That means it has without any it has no well-defined nucleus. That means nucleus is without nuclear membrane. Also extracellular chromosome, that is plasmids, and cell walls. These are the organelles which are common for all the prokaryotes. Okay, let's move to next slide. They have no well-defined nucleus. Here they have no well-defined nucleus. The genetic material are naked and not enveloped by nuclear membrane. Okay, like eukaryotic cells, prokaryotic cells have nucleus, but they are no membrane-bound nucleus. So it is called as no well-defined nucleus. It is present in a particular area that called as nucleoid, and inside that nucleoid or inside that area, naked DNA are present. Okay? The nuclear envelope is absent. Second point is, in addition to genomic DNA, many bacteria have small circular DNA outside the genomic DNA. Okay? These are called plasmids. Plasmids are used for genetic engineering to make different biological products like insulin, antibiotic resistant DNA. For this purpose, plasmids are used. These are circular DNA exclusively present in the prokaryotes, different bacteria. Okay, so yeah. And another thing, the cellular organelles. I'm starting with the cell envelope, which is present in the prokaryotes. Most prokaryotes have chemically complex cell envelope. Okay, yeah, complex cell envelope. The envelope is three-layered. The three-layered structure. First one here, outermost glycocalyx layer. Glycocalyx is exclusively the carbohydrate contained. Okay, that is it forms the capsule of the prokaryotic cell. If we can take if we will take bacteria, the outer capsule, which is pathogenic to the host, and the capsule helps in resisting the immunity of host cells. Okay, and the cell wall beneath the glycocalyx or capsule, cell wall is present, and last the innermost layer is plasma membrane. This three layer form the cellular envelope in the prokaryotes. Okay, so I told you, I'm going to discuss it in detail with a diagram. I told you that prokaryotic cells are, for example, here prokaryotic cell. Okay. Example I'm taking here, bacteria. Okay. Bacteria. Here, if I'm doing the structure of bacteria, bacteria are having different structures: circular, cylindrical, cocci, bacillus. Okay, here this is a elliptical or cylindrical bacteria I'm taking it. This is the structure. Okay, and one thing here, this is the outer envelope, which is the capsule. Okay. And it protects the bacteria from the host activities to destroy them. Due to presence of capsule, many bacteria are host resistant and cause different disease in the host body. Okay. I'm sorry. Here, this is the capsule. Okay. And bacteria locomotion takes place by flagella. It has one single flagella present. Okay. And apart from flagella, small protruded structures are there. These are called villi or villi. What you call, and this villi are responsible for reproduction, that is conjugation. It helps in attachment of bacteria with other bacteria. Okay, and this is the area here, central area. It is not nucleus, it is the area. This area is called nucleus. Okay, nucleus. And inside this area, the naked chromosomes are present. Okay, inside this area, the naked chromosomes are present. That's why it is called as the nucleus is without any nuclear membrane. This is the chromosome. Or we can call it bacterial DNA present, and this area is nucleus. It is a defined area, and outside this area, smaller circular DNA are present. Okay, yeah. These are called plasmids. Okay, plasmids. These are the extracellular chromosomes which are present beyond the nucleus. Okay, and this is cytoplasm. One minute. Cytoplasm. And another thing, I'm differentiating it. Beneath the capsule, there is another layer. It is a 3-layer envelope. Okay, I'm doing it in green for prominent vision. And this one is cell wall, and after cell wall, I'm doing it in the pink color. Okay, I'm doing it in pink color. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, I'm doing it again. This is the capsule, and this one is cell wall. Okay. And this one, this pink color is cell membrane. Okay. Here I'm labeling it. This side. This red color is glycocalyx layer or capsule. I'm writing it capsule. And this green color is cell wall. And this pink color one is plasma membrane. Okay. And this three structure forms the cell envelope. Okay. Envelope of the bacteria. This one is flagella. This is pili. Pili. This is the bacterial cell structure. Okay, this is the bacterial cell structure. This all about the prokaryotic cell. Okay, let's. I have shown the picture. Let's discuss the what I told you. I'm just writing it. The most, I'm changing the color here. Most prokaryotes have chemically complex cellular envelope. Okay. Cellular envelope. Yeah. This envelope is 3-layered structure. This envelope is a 3-layered structure. Okay. What are the 3-layer structure? The first one is outermost glycocalyx, layer. We can call it also capsule. Okay, which is responsible for pathogenicity of any prokaryotic cell or bacteria. Pathogenicity means disease causing ability. And the second one is cell wall. Beneath the capsule, cell wall is present, and the innermost is plasma membrane. Okay. Plasma membrane. These are the, and each of this layer has different functions. Okay. Let's discuss about their functions. The first one is the glycocalyx layer. Okay. Okay, let me. Here I'm writing it. Glycocalyx, the first one. Glycocalyx differs in composition and thickness. Okay? Glycocalyx layer is mainly the carbohydrate contain structure. Okay, sorry, structure. It differs in thickness. Okay, in some prokaryotes it is thin, and in some prokaryotes it is thick. The loose thin sheath called form the slime layer. Okay, the loose thin sheet of glycocalyx layer form the loose thin sheet of glycocalyx layer form slime layers. Okay, slime layers in some bacteria. This is called slime layers, and the thick layer are called capsule. The thick layers are capsule. So glycocalyx may be thick or thin. These are the thick layer is called capsule, and thin layer is glycocalyx layer. Here, depending on the thickness, glycocalyx layer, which is the outermost layer, depending on the thickness, this is slime layer form, slime layer, and another one is capsule. Capsule is thick layer, and slime layer is thin layer. Okay, so this is the outermost layer. Then and it protects the bacteria from any outer activities, especially from immunity of the host. Now come to the second layer, that is cell wall. Okay, yeah. After glycocalyx layer, the second one is cell wall. Cell wall. What cell wall determines the shape of the bacteria. Okay. Determines the shape of the bacteria, which is a prokaryote, and it provides a structural support. Provides a structural support to prevent the bacterium from bursting and collapsing. Bursting and collapsing. Okay, it protects from bursting and collapsing. If the water content or cellular content is more, there is the chances of bursting of cells, which is prevented by the cell wall. Okay, now come to the third layer, that is plasma membrane, which is the innermost layer of the cellular envelope. Okay, plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. It is the innermost layer of the cellular envelope This plasma membrane is similar structurally and it is similar with the plasma membrane. I'm just writing it PM of eukaryotes. And it is a semi-permeable membrane. Okay, semi-permeable membrane. That means it allows the content or the ions, polar molecules or any ions selectively into the membrane. Semi-permeable membrane. Sorry. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now, these are the explanation of cellular envelope of prokaryotes. Here, this is the, I have discussed this one, and this is the structure of the bacterial cell. I have mentioned here. This one. I think it is all clear. Sorry. This one. Again, this is all about the prokaryotic cells. Yeah. Okay, let me check the last slide. Yeah, so let's move to cell. Most prokaryotes, which I already written in this slide. Prokaryotes have chemically complex cell envelope and 3 layers, that is outermost glycocalyx layer, second one is cell wall, and third one is plasma membrane. Thank you for watching. Bye.